Hi, everybody, and welcome to the celebration of the newest members of the Edison Athletic Hall of Fame, the class of 2020. You deserve a big banquet and huge celebration of all you've accomplished, but unfortunately, due to COVID-19, I have to congratulate you from my office here at Edison. The virus has taken a lot away from us, but one thing it cannot do is take away all that you've accomplished the past 4 years. I know the ending is not the way everybody wanted it, but it doesn't take away from what the journey was. Full of fun, full of memories, full of laughter with your teammates, your coaches, your family. You've done a lot. You're here because you're great athletes, but you're also here because you're well-rounded people. You volunteered in your community, you volunteered for your school, you volunteered with your teammates, you volunteer at home. You're good people. You're the kind of people that Edison is so proud of, whether they're athletes or not. You've demonstrated that you're a beacon for Edison High School. Believe it or not, there'll be kids who watched you play and want to come to Edison High School because of you. Now, of course, I don't want to diminish what you've accomplished. You've all won league or CIF. You've been all league, all county, all CIF. You've done so many great things. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we can't celebrate them all in person. But once again, doesn't mean it devalues anything you've done. I'm sure you want to thank a lot of people. You want to thank your teammates who put you in a position to succeed. You'd like to thank your coaches who love you and care for you and want to see the best for you, and they do it for the love of the sport, not because I pay them a lot of money, because I don't. And of course, you want to thank your family members because your grandpa, grandma, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, and most importantly, your mom and dad have been there with you all along. They've taken you to practice and cheered you on at games, and they love you very much. And Edison High School loves you very much. We wish it could be a better celebration, but I want you to know that doesn't diminish anything you've accomplished. You're in the Edison Hall of Fame. Very few people are in this Hall of Fame. You're among a select few. Your coaches will be providing some why you're in the Hall of Fame and telling you in a few minutes, but I just wanted to thank you for all that you've done personally. You know, I'm so proud of everything you've done, but the memories I have of you guys on the baseball field, softball, diamond, you're in the volleyball court, the basketball court, the tennis courts, running track, hitting the golf ball, doing so many great things, and thank you for all of those. I also need to thank a couple people. I need to thank Kelly Prouty, who got all the pictures and everything put together for this program, and Deborah Stocks, who put this entire video together. Without them, this would never happen because I am an idiot when it comes to technology. So I thank both of them for putting this together for me. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2020. I'm so proud of you, and go Chargers.
It is my pleasure to announce Brooke Johnson to the Edison Field Hockey Hall of Fame. On the field, Brooke is an impressive and imposing force. She's a formidable athlete with incredible ball handling skills, reach, and speed. Brooke scored multiple hat tricks this season, finishing as one of our leading scorers while also leading the team in assists. What impressed me the most about Brooke's final year at Edison was the level of focus and accountability and maturity she brought to her senior season. It was something I hadn't seen from her before, and it was a huge factor in elevating her team to their first league championship in 4 years and a deep playoff run. Brooke is ending her high school field hockey career with a number of accolades, multiple Golden Stick Awards, first team recognition, all-star recognition, and as one of the most talented ball handlers I've ever been able to coach. Though we aren't able to celebrate the Hall of Fame achievement in the ways we have in years past, I'm excited for Brooke to enjoy the kind of permanent recognition that you only get being inducted into this special group of players at Edison. I want to thank Scott and Shannon for their endless support and for being endlessly entertaining these past 4 years. It's been a real joy sharing in Brooke's success with you at both Edison and with Club Field Hockey. To Brooke, I want to thank you for trusting in me as a coach. I know that whatever path you take next year, you will approach it with creativity and fun, and I'm excited to see where that takes you. Congratulations and thank you. It's with great joy that I'll be adding Kate Davies to the Edison Field Hockey Hall of Fame. Dave, as we call her at hockey, has been an integral member of my varsity team since she was just a sophomore. Her field vision, athleticism, skill set, and intensity have earned her many awards while playing hockey, including multiple All-Star selections, consistent first-team accolades, and back-to-back team MVP honors as a junior and senior. This past year, Kate overcame many stick hacks to her ankle, as well as a lot of overly aggressive double teams to lead her team to first place, while also earning individual recognition as the Sunset League's most valuable offensive player. I want to thank and congratulate her parents, Robert and Kristen. I also want to thank her grandma, Grams, for being such a fun presence on the sideline taking pictures. Some of my favorite hockey memories will be of Kristen bringing Kate's beloved stuffed horse Roach to our big games to act as a mascot, as well as Bob driving all the way to San Diego to support his daughter in what isn't even her primary sport. The spring has been unusual, but a bright spot for me was receiving a text from Kate excited to tell me she will be attending the University of Oregon. It was touching because it illustrated that she understood my investment in her was beyond field hockey and that I'm sincerely excited to see her pursue great things in the future. To Dave, I want to say congratulations. I also want to thank you for never approaching field hockey with dismissiveness. Even as someone who is deeply committed to soccer, you always showed a lot of enthusiasm being at hockey and a lot of respect and trust in me as a coach, and for that I'm extremely grateful. I'm very excited to see you continue your athletic and academic career in Oregon, and congratulations again.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jeremy Barnes. I'm the varsity head coach for the softball program here at Edison High School. Talia Hannibal has been a 4-year varsity softball player, and during this time she has accumulated a record of 19 wins and 5 losses, 176 strikeouts, 146 and a half innings pitched. She also has been academic all-league all 4 years of high school. Talia is an outstanding young lady with a drive and ambition to lead and succeed at anything she does. She has been a leader on the field and in the dugout all 4 years. The impact that she has made in the program has been tremendous. If there is one word that can describe Talia, that word would be leader. There are 9 qualities for being a leader, and they are setting the example, awareness, passion, enthusiasm, ability, communicate, motivational skills, will to win, and lastly, visionary. She has all these qualities on and off the field. Talia, it is an honor to be the one to welcome you to the Edison Hall of Fame.
I'm proud to induct Abby McCullum into the Edison Girls Soccer Hall of Fame for 2020. Abby is a 3-year varsity member and starting marking back. She was first team All-League, second team All-CIF, and 3-time Scholar Athlete, and a 2-time All-Sunset Academic Team qualifier. She was voted Best Defense and picked as team captain for our team this year, which was a very successful season. But Abby wasn't picked for Hall of Fame just because of all those amazing accolades. One story I'd like to share with you about Abby is when I first got to know her. Abby came to tryouts as a freshman and did so well amongst the lower levels that Coach Missy and I agreed that she should be a part of the varsity tryouts the following Monday. That Friday, we pulled her aside and told her our plan to have her go to varsity tryouts the following Monday. I could feel her beaming from the inside out that day. Unfortunately, a couple days later, she tore her ACL in a club game. We were both devastated for her. Coming back from an ACL tear is a very, very long process, usually about a year, and we were sad for her because she was very, very excited about trying out for varsity. But Abby is fiery and she's relentless. And that's not just at marking back, which you will see that if you ever watched her play. She was a most fiery and relentless marking back. But she was also super fiery, relentless in her recovery. And she fought back, and she came back quicker and stronger than any player I have ever seen. I had never seen, her ability to come back and start tackling so quickly after, facing those kind of fears after having an ACL tear. She went at it head on. She uses that same relentless and fiery attitude when she plays soccer and with the love she has for her teammates. Abby will be attending UC Santa Cruz to play soccer and undoubtedly will be the most fiery and relentless banana slug out there. Coach Missy and I are super proud to put you in the Hall of Fame, Abby McCollum. The other senior I'm happy to induct into the Hall of Fame for girls soccer in 2020 is Kate Davies. Kate is a 2-year varsity member who this past season garnered a slew of accolades, including Defensive MVP of the Surf League, First Team All-CIF, Scholar Athlete, All-Sunset Academic Team. She was voted MVP by her teammates and also was our captain. Lots of hardware for sure. If I was to describe Kate on our soccer field this season, you'd easily be able to find her. She played the middle, she wore tights, and was harassing the best players on the opposing team, laying herself out for every single ball, encouraging her team to play to the very last whistle, and having the best time doing it. Our team fed off her energy, and it pushed us to the CIF semifinals and a state appearance. We are so proud to have Kate into our Hall of Fame and know she's going to do awesome. She will be attending Oregon. She's not sure if she's going to play soccer or not, but hopefully she does because they'll be missing out if they don't have her on the team. Kate Davies, Hall of Fame.
I think as coaches, there are a lot of things that we see out there on a daily basis that we come to admire. I think we come to admire athletic performance. We come to admire just sheer levels of talent that people have. And I think most of all, we come to admire how each individual athlete can handle adversity. There's both the adversity of the daily challenges of practice and just being a teenager, and there's also those potentially career-ending moments that athletes run into that they either rise above or they crumble under. And I've seen people do both. Delaney Llewellyn is one of those people that rose above the things that happened to her. This year, during the winter, while on a school trip, she broke her elbow, and it was a career-ending injury for most people. But what she did was entered a training regimen and a rehab regimen that was extremely difficult. I saw her 3 days a week at 5:15 in the morning working on rehab. She was in my room during lunch working at rehab. She turned her entire senior year into focusing on getting that elbow back where most people would never even be able to swim again. And Delaney Llewellyn rose above that. She met that challenge and she was back right before the entire country shut down, and we never got to see how fast she was going to be her senior year. But what she did win was she won my admiration. What an amazing young person. You'll never see Delaney Llewellyn brag about what she did this year, but really, everybody should look at that and say, man, that is the kind of thing that carries forward. She's never going to be the kind of person that quits. I wish she'd brag a little bit more about herself, but I think I can do all the bragging for her. An amazing person, something we are proud to know. Delaney Llewellyn.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Hall of Fame Awards for Edison High School. First off, I would like to congratulate everybody, both boys and girls athletes, in making the Hall of Fame and all of our award winners for this year. Just because this year is a little bit different doesn't diminish your role as an Edison Charger in one way, shape, or form. Once a Charger, always a Charger. As the tennis coach, the girls tennis coach, I would like to talk a little bit about my two Hall of Fame award nominees, and that is Zoe Coggins and Shannon Stolarick. Both have multiple tennis awards, which all of our athletes do, all league runners-up, league finalists, all that kind of stuff. But I really want to talk about Shannon and Zoe as leaders, because that's basically what they've been for this last 4 years. These last 4 years, I haven't had to do a lot of coaching interpersonally with the team and stuff like that. They've pretty much taken control of that. They're two amazing young ladies, two people that will go down in making some great changes to this program and really bringing us together. It's very rare that you get a freshman athlete that jumps right into the program that can compete on the field or on the court and stays with you all 4 years. But it's even more rare when you get two of them that kind of do it together. And when these two girls came in as freshmen, I knew right from the start, right when I saw them, that they were going to be program changers, and that's exactly what they've been. They're going to go off and to do great things. Zoe's going up north in California to Dominican University, and Shannon's going to stay kind of closer to home at UCI. But they are always going to know, and girls, you always know, you have a place right here at home with Edison Tennis. So thank you for all that you've done for this program. It's been a pleasure and an honor to coach you both for the last 4 years, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I love you both.
Hello. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about Corey Hofer. Corey is an amazing young woman that has been just a tremendous role model and person to have in our program. There's not enough good we can say. The different things that stand out about Corey. I got to watch her from afar, being the distance coach over the last several years. And then this year was very much looking forward to being the head coach and kind of having a little more interaction and seeing what she does. But her drive has always stood out to me, just even from being afar, how she sort of carried herself, what she looked like she was attempting to do. And her previous coach, Coach Rasmussen, mentioned that she was definitely somebody that the rest of the team looked up to. He said that she was always the person that understood that I didn't have to be the person that they looked up to, but because of how fast I was, they were going to look at me. So I made sure to go ahead and follow through with that idea and say, I will set the right example. She really brought about this idea of the team and how fast we can try to be and what everybody needed to do. And it really fed amongst the rest of the group. And over the last several years, we've seen an uptick in the quality of the girls sprints program and the girls program in general. And Corey's a huge reason for that. So we understand, obviously, that people are going to be, a Hall of Fame person because they did something remarkable in terms of their actual accomplishments in the sport. And of course, Corey has done amazing things, including being our co-record holder in the 100 meters. We were definitely looking forward to a fun and healthy year of her getting a chance to attack those even more and try to see if she could break the school record in both the 100 and the 200. But again, it really came back to the idea of the tone that she helped set the program. The best story I can give was that this season, the girls soccer team made it very, very far into the playoffs, and it was an amazing thing. But that also kept Corey from being able to come out and be a big part of the track team, at least initially. But one of the things that Corey did was she found a way over the last week or two of the season of soccer wrapping up where she could practice a day or two a week and kind of get herself into the right place. And one of our first meets, she got done with soccer practice. They had a game the following week, so she had a little bit more recovery time. She finished practice. She got in the car. She drove straight over to the modern day where we were having the meet. jumped on the line with like 5 minutes to spare and got in the race and was a big part of things. And again, it was one of those attitude things where it shows her dedication and her commitment, and the rest of the team definitely sees those things. They saw that and understood that if I want to be better, I had to be that person. And that is something that definitely can only happen based on the idea of how she was brought up. So I definitely want to take the time to thank Scott and Sherry Hofer, her parents, for the tremendous job that they definitely did in raising her. She's a remarkable young woman, and we look very much forward to what she's going to do in the future as she goes on to the next level and continues her running career. So I want to say thank you to Corey for everything she's done for the program over these last several years. And obviously that we wish we would have had a season to be able to see what could have happened, but very excited that she is going to continue to be a track athlete at the Division I level next year. So good luck, Corey. Thank you so much for everything.
I'm excited to congratulate Delaney Llewellyn on her induction into the Edison High School Athletic Hall of Fame. No one on our team, since I've been at Edison, has been more deserving. She has been with our program since she was a freshman and since my very first year as head coach. We won 2 games her freshman year and my first year as coach, and the ray of sunlight we had was Delaney. Was this incredible, athletic, strong, fast, smart, tenacious athlete we had as a freshman, and it was exciting. It was exciting to win 2 games because we thought we might be able to do something later. And as quiet as she was, even in those early years, it gave me the strength and courage to put forth the effort to continue to work hard and grow our program into something it could. Her junior year, we lost in the quarterfinals of CIF, and her senior year, we lost in the semifinals of CIF. She has been a pillar in growing our program into something that I didn't know would be possible. And the only reason I might have known that it was possible was because I saw Delaney on day 1 at Edison and said, okay, we've got something here. Her work ethic is unquestionable, always the fastest, never lags behind, works her butt off every single time she's in the pool. She loves to put product in the pool that she's proud of. She doesn't walk out of the pool without 1,000% of her energy set inside the pool, and she's just gassed and crawling out. I can't say enough about Delaney. All her tenacity, her work ethic, the strides she's made in improving herself as a leader. She is a Hall of Famer.
Hi everybody. I want to start by congratulating Angela Dela Cruz on being the first ever female selected to be in Edison High School Wrestling's Hall of Fame. She definitely deserves it, and I also want to thank her parents, Glenn and Melissa Dela Cruz, for raising such an amazing young lady. She has never missed a practice in her whole 4 years of wrestling at Edison. She's never missed a tournament. She was our first girl wrestler, and she started the team. It was her and one other wrestler the first 2 years, and now we're at about 9. She's led those girls. They all look up to her. She's been a great example and a positive role model. She was our first CIF finalist as a girl. She was a state qualifier and was one of the top 12 girls in the state. I could sit here and talk all day about her accomplishments, but I more or less want to talk about her character and how she's helped all the younger girls and that were on the fence about maybe wrestling or not, because it's kind of a difficult sport for females to get into, and everyone that we've got, she's really groomed into staying and sticking with it. And I could not be more proud of her. And I know she is going to do great things in college. And I'm super excited, and I'm happy for what the future holds for her. Good job, Angela, and take care.
The most inspirational girl athlete for Edison High School is Kate Davies. I've already told you a bunch about Kate and all her accolades and accomplishments. I guess the main point I'd like to get across about Kate is that there's a big difference between the players who talk the talk and those that walk the walk. Lots of soccer players say they will play 110%, but very few actually do, like Kate. Kate slid for so many tackles that she had to finally wear tights because her legs were getting so bloodied. The other point about Kate is that she plays with such a joy for the game, for her friends, I think just for life. She's just a very happy person, but she loves playing soccer. I see her playing it all the time by herself, and you can see it and you can feel it, that joy. Her teammates saw that joy and fed off of it. Our team this year was not full of Division I soccer players like we normally do. We were a team who loved to compete, and we loved each other. And Kate inspired us all to do that, and we went very, very far doing it. And that's what inspiring athletes do. They help us push us beyond the limits that we think might be capable on paper. She helped us find joy in the game. And not just, she didn't just focus on herself, she focused on everybody else. Inspiring athletes make you want to work harder just because of their own willingness to work hard too. And that's what Kate Davies did. And that's why she's the most inspirational athlete for the girls of 2020 at Edison High School. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Bruce Belcher, former teacher, coach, and athletic director at Edison. It is my pleasure to announce the Bruce Belcher Scholar Athletes of the Year Hall of Fame Awards for 2020. Edison has a long history of acknowledging our athletes who also excel in the classroom long before it became fashionable throughout the league, CIF, and our country. Our program was a vision of former boys athletic director Lyman Clower and carried out by girls AD Pauline Basakis and myself. We have a long list of outstanding recipients of this award, and this year is no exception. I would first like to announce the Female Scholar Athlete of the Year, Taylor Bartlett. Taylor has a GPA of 4.29 and will be attending Milligan College in Tennessee. I would like to acknowledge her parents, Todd and Dana. As in the past, I have sought out comments from some of her teachers. Mr. Walters says, Taylor is an absolutely incredible writer. Her analytical skills are off the charts, and she has a tremendous work ethic to go along with it. I always enjoyed reading Taylor's work. Mr. Wynn said this about Taylor. She was kind, hardworking, and maintained a high standard of excellence. Ms. Lindquist says, Taylor is a soft-spoken star. She doesn't need to be the center of attention, but she does an outstanding job and puts her heart into everything she does. Mr. Trent Jackson says, I am sure every teacher wishes they could have 37 Taylor Bartletts in their classes. I would describe her as a stealth genius because she goes about her business quietly, getting good grades on everything without ever attracting any attention to herself. Then one day she asks a question and you have a conversation with her and get to know her. You realize she gets it, understands it, and she is an awesome person. From Mrs. Willems, passionate about life and doing whatever it takes to live it to the fullest, I am sure Taylor won't miss out on anything her life has to offer. Her positive attitude, integrity, and sincere gratitude all combine to make her a take charge go-getter. You won't find Taylor making excuses, only solutions. And finally, Mr. Whitmore says, I have been especially impressed by Taylor Bartlett since the shutdown of schools after March 13. Even though she had an A+ in my class and could have easily coasted under the do no harm policy, Taylor has not missed a single assignment or class meeting. Even more than that, her work has continued to be thoughtful and thorough. Her writing shows depth, understanding, and clarity. This is fairly obvious proof of not only her academic prowess, but her intellectual integrity. When many of her classmates have taken the easy way out, resting on a lenient grading policy, Taylor has managed to maintain a level of excellence driven by strength of character and intellectual curiosity. Congratulations, Taylor.
My name is Dave White, and it is my honor to announce Corey Hoffer as Edison's Athlete of the Year for 2020. Congratulations, Corey. You are now in a select group of great women athletes at Edison High School. Even though we're doing this virtually, the award has no less meaning. I reached out to a few of your teachers and coaches, and here's what they had to say. This is from Coach Mack, soccer coach. I've always been impressed by how Corey is always ready and willing to learn more. She's one of those kids who is always seeking to get a little bit better every time she practices or plays a game. This is from Tricia Lindquist, Spanish teacher. Corey is incredibly talented. It was exciting to watch on the field and on the track. However, what stands out to me most about Corey is her competitive nature. She loves to compete, and she strives to win in everything, even if it's just a scavenger hunt, in a Google Meet class session during distance learning. She is also really fun to talk to and has great stories. This is from Mr. Myers, MUN teacher. It was awesome to see the same competitiveness and self-confidence Corey displayed on the soccer field and track in her MUN conferences and classroom discussions and debates. Also, Mr. Patch, MUN. Corey brightens my day every day in class with her warm and caring personality as well as her infectious smile. She is probably unaware of this, but she is absolutely one of the most admired students at Edison by her peers. This is not just because of her excellence in the classroom and on the field, but also because people see how hard she works to excel and that she does so with the humility that belies her talent. I'd like to cover a few things that Corey has done this year. One, she's the most inspirational athlete on the field hockey team in the fall. She's also a Hall of Fame winner for track this spring. She was just announced as the Golden Key winner in athletics. She'll be running track at Dartmouth in the fall with a 4.2 GPA. She will be Edison's 4th athlete in the Ivy League this coming year. Serena Starks is a softball player at Princeton. Luke Hogard is a football player at Penn. And Griffin O'Connor is also a football player at Yale. So now Edison has 4 of the 8 Ivy League schools covered. Congratulations on that. I'd also like to congratulate Corey's parents, Scott and Sherry. What a wonderful job you have done raising a great student athlete. You should be so very proud. And again, Corey, congratulations and good luck to you.